Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for August 19th, 2019. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. If you want to read about these stories, I'll have a link to each story we covered today in the order we talk about it in the show notes down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have a different opinion, leave us a comment. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. It helps us a lot because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing. And hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Well, it's a jam-packed day full of a ton of news. AT&T TV launched today, just like we said it would. And it's pretty much exactly what we said it was going to be. Disney Plus gives new details on new markets, new device support. And Roku is launching a new Friends and Family section in the Roku Channel with improved parental controls. These are just some of the stories we're covering today, so let's dive into it. But first, we have the giveaway still going on. So if you haven't entered our giveaway, you have a couple more days to win a Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K and $50 worth of Sling TV gift cards along with some Fire TV swag. Now, special thanks to Amazon for sending us this giveaway kit. We really appreciate it. There are multiple ways to enter, like following us on Twitter, tweeting our message, leaving a comment on the post, and visiting our Facebook pages, etc. You don't have to do all of them. Each one gives you a different entry, so the more you do, the more entries you get into the giveaway. Link in the show notes down below. A few other quick The Amazon Fire TV and Fire TV recasts are on sale for a back-to-school sale, starting at $20.99. This is a great deal if you're needing a Fire TV or recast for the fall TV. Link in the show notes down below. All right, let's get into the news of the day because there's a lot to talk about right here. Number one is AT&T TV is officially live. It's on the website. All the details are there. AT&T, at the time of my recording, hasn't released a press release yet. But we've had the news for a couple hours now. I've been sifting through the website, reading everything. Again, full links down in the show notes if you want to learn more. But AT&T TV requires a 2-year contract. It starts at $59.99 for the first year, and then goes up to $93 for the second year. There is a $19.95 activation fee, $8.49 regional sports fee if you have a regional sports, and which is included in the $64.99 package and higher. And there's an early termination fee of $15 a month for each month you terminate early. Now, a couple things to remember with this. I've said this from day one. I'll say it again, this is not a cord cutting service. It even requires you to take an AT&T powered Android TV streaming player. That is included with it. Now, that requirement for the streaming player, according to people who don't work at AT&T but work in the industry, is likely because AT&T wants to use their DirecTV contracts for this. There's typically a clause about in-home primary viewing and more. By giving you a piece of hardware for that, they can satisfy those clauses. Is what our reports are. So we were right when we said that it will require this Android TV player. Now, it's going to be free, which is good. It's something we didn't know before. But when you look at this, it's the exact same DirecTV packages with the exact same DirecTV pricing. The difference here is the activation fee is a little bit lower, and you don't. After you get that first device, you can use Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, even Android TV now. So there is some benefits to this. The downside is this is not a cord cutting service. We've talked about this before. Just because something streams online does not make it necessarily targeting cord cutters. This is clearly targeting people who have DirecTV but want to maybe get rid of some of their device fees. And now AT&T has made it clear that, hey, we're getting rid of DirecTV. The CEO has said that before. We're not launching any more satellites. And he made it clear they intend to move people over. These packages for AT&T TV, even though they're at the same fee or price points and stuff as DirecTV, are more profitable for AT&T because they don't have to send somebody to your home. This is what I thought it was. It really is. It's cable streaming. AT&T said, you know, everything with cable, let's just keep it as it is. DirecTV, like it is today, and then move it over and offer it to cord cutters or streamers at that price with the same terms and the same conditions. I'm not impressed, to be honest with you. All right, let's keep moving along because there's a lot to cover today. DirecTV now is officially with this AT&T TV. And first, let me know what you think. What do you think of AT&T TV? Link in the show notes down below if you want to see the packages and everything. But it's DirecTV streaming. Is it cord cutting to you? To me, it's not. 2-year contract completely kills that. Hidden fees completely kills any hope of that being a cord cutting service. I don't think AT&T understands what Americans want. But leave me a comment. All right, with this move, DirecTV's rebranding to AT&T TV Now has started. It is now live on Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, and iOS. Roku will probably come soon. And DirecTV Now is finally getting support for Android TV. Yes, the new AT&T TV Now service, which is just DirecTV Now with a new name, will now allow you to log into the AT&T TV app on Android TV. So if you have an NVIDIA Shield, this is the news you've been waiting for if you want that service. Let me know. Some people have been reporting issues that the DirecTV Now with the new app is not working. Let me know if that's experiencing to you. I'm hearing a few reports here, there, and other places. Yeah, other people are saying it's working fine. We're still tracking down on it. But again, AT&T TV is basically DirecTV streaming. AT&T TV Now is DirecTV Now streaming. 2 different services with different conditions and different packages and more. So I'd love to hear what you think of that. All right, Roku news. Roku has announced a new kids and family section. So Roku has partnered with a long list of companies, including Hasbro, DHX Media, Happy Kids TV, Lionsgate, Mattel, Moonbug, and more to bring more family-friendly content to the Roku channel. As part of this deal, they're also improving the parental controls on the Roku channel to give parents more control over what their kids can watch there. You will also find, if you subscribe to like HBO and other services soon through the Roku channel, soon some of that content that's kid-friendly will appear in the Roku channel kids section. So like Sesame Street now airs on HBO first. It will, if you're an HBO subscriber, that Sesame Street content will probably appear in the Roku Kids section eventually. So this is a really great deal. It does include both newer and classic kids programming, Cat in the Hat, Leapfrog, Milo Pony, the Super Mario Brothers show, which is something I remember, Thomas and Friends, and more will all be included on this. So Roku's basically saying, hey, we have all this kids content now, but it's right next to R-rated content. Let's create a dedicated kids section in the Roku channel for free with ads. Give parents ability to have parental controls on the Roku channel. And it makes the Roku channel a really great place for people who want a ton of kids content, but want to feel safe that you can control what your kids are seeing. So I'd love to know how important is that to you. I have a 6-year-old, and I do know how she gets into shows and like, I don't yet. That's R. No, you're not old enough for that movie yet. So the ability to have more parental controls is always a great thing. I really like that. It's done through the PIN system there. That Roku already has some parental controls, like the ability to limit people's ability to install apps and more on your Roku. So let me know, how important is that? What's your thoughts about it? Leave us a comment. Let's keep moving along here because a lot to cover. Dish is suing EasyBox Iptv for $10 million. This is a Android TV box that powered or charges between $199 and $369. That comes with 12 months of service. Dish is, again, like they've sued other ones, that they have exclusive rights to some content in the United States. EasyBox was offering that outside their network in the United States, and that's how Dish is going after them. Dish has had some success here winning cases recently, and even though EasyBox owners are likely not in the United States, Dish is likely hoping to get a permanent injunction to prevent the import, because I think I even saw this for sale in some major US retailers, and go after any resellers of this service, like they did with Set TV. After the Set TV lawsuit was won, Dish successfully prosecuted some resellers of Set TV. They may be looking to do the same thing with EasyBox here. This is, again, just the start of a floodgate. A lot of people are like, another one will pop up. Well, Dish will happily sue them. One of the things that people need to remember about Dish here is they have lawyers on retainer. Lawyers, or some of them are probably full-time employees at Dish. It doesn't cost Dish any extra money to say just sue everybody who's illegally pirating our content. Dish has done this for years. You probably remember the flea market where you'd go in and find a box that would say lifetime subscription to Dish for X amount of money, or a reduced fee. They were pirated Dish boxes that had, figured out the copyright code on it and gotten around it. Now Dish is doing the same thing to IPTV. We're just going to sue until we've tracked down everybody we can find. So look for this to be the flood of lawsuits. Dish has even started to warn subscribers of IPTV services, the ones they've been able to get their hands on, that they, hey, pay us a fee or we're going to sue you, kind of thing. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens there, but Dish is definitely doubling down on their suing IPTV service road. They've had some success here. Even just the threat of the lawsuit against some IPTV sellers has been enough to shut down some. Internationally, they're not suing them. In Britain, I think even in Canada, they're throwing these people in jail. So if you're somebody who's running one of these services, you're not facing just a lawsuit. You're facing jail time in the UK. Some have actually been prosecuted and sent to jail. So let me know what you think of this effort. Again, it's one of those whack-a-mole games a little bit. I will concede that. But it's one that Dish has the money to fight. Dish is, like I said, they got these lawyers sitting around doing nothing. Might as well have them just suing people. Any major company, whether that be Dish, AT&T, Comcast, has lawyers on staff, on salary, that can do this kind of work for them. So keep that in mind. And honestly, these are probably not very complicated legal cases for Dish to go after. It's pretty, at this point, now that they have won a few, now that there's a precedent here, that they can just say, hey, they're doing the same thing that Dish did, they're doing the same thing as this company did, or that company, excuse me, not Dish, all these other companies, we already run lawsuits against them, we want to do the same against this company that's doing the same thing. So keep that in mind. All right, football fans, next story up. I'm excited. Week 0 is here. Actually, some big games. Miami versus Florida this week to kick off the football season as the new Week 0, which is just a couple games on Saturday, but it's football and it's good football, is happening. So we have updated our guide on how to watch college football. If you have any questions, leave us a comment down below in the show notes, and I'll love to or go on the post actually and leave us a comment there if you found any errors or suggestions. But in the show notes down below, I have a link to our college football guide, how to watch it, both free options and paid options. And the great thing about cord cutting is there's never been more options to watch college football, and it's really great. So check that out. You shouldn't have to miss any college football games if you're a cord cutter. All right, last story up of the day. Disney Plus announces new device support and launch dates. So Disney Plus announced today launch dates for Canada, Australia, and more, all happening in November of this year. And when Disney Plus first launched, it was limited to the Roku and the PlayStation 4. Now Disney has confirmed it's also going to come to iOS, Apple TV, Android, Roku, and PlayStation 4 at launch. Xbox One too. I don't know if I said that. So good news, more device support for Apple TV. No Fire TV support now. Disney was kind of clear that they're still in talks with these companies. They would love to have it come there, but there's definitely some contract issue that they have to work out. Past that, no new information. Disney does have a big event later this week. Their D23, I think it's what it's called, their big Disney convention. I think this year is called D23. Somebody correct me if I got that wrong. And I will expect more details to come out. But today, the good news is if you live in different countries like the Netherlands, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, we have release dates and pricing for you. Link in the show notes down below. All right, so that's it for today. Sorry for the rushed recording. We will be back tomorrow with more details, but keep checking over at CordCuttersNews.com. As soon as AT&T officially announces, which I expect in the next hour or so, AT&T TV, we'll have that details over at CordCuttersNews.com. I really want to know, what do you think? Is AT&T TV a cord cutting service? I don't consider it. I don't think AT&T knows what they're doing. Honestly, I think if this is AT&T's plan to address cord cutting, they don't understand cord cutting. Let's be clear about that. So let me know what you think. I hope you have a fantastic day. We will be back tomorrow with more cord cutting news, tips, tricks, and reviews. And thanks for putting up with my travel last week. Back to the office this week, back to normal videos, back to a regular schedule. So we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.